Hi, it's Miss Lucy again. Welcome back to my classroom procedures tutorials. I am just going to explain today how we keep track of behavior in the classroom. We're using an app called Class Dojo. You can find it at classdojo.com. You will be receiving a parent code in order to get into the program, and you can check your child's progress anytime throughout the day. This is what the program looks like up on the smart board and on my iPad throughout the day. The students can go up and give themselves a point when they're asked to, or they can also give themselves a negative when they're asked to. And as you will see, with this particular student right here, she has actually gotten more negatives today than positives. They start out just like Christopher is here on Ready to Learn. This student would be right now on Teacher's Choice. However, she does have time throughout the day in order to clip up to be on a positive number or a green number. I just gave her a point for helping others, and as you can see, it reduced her negative by one number. I will click on this just to show you the different categories that we use, and sometimes there are other categories and we just have to write those in. The first one for positive, which is what we hope to keep all students at, is following hallway procedures. So if I click on that, then it's going to give them a point for doing well in the hallway, for helping others, on task, participating, persistence, and teamwork. And then we can go to the negative views as well. And that would be bullying, disrespect, no homework, off task, talking out of turn, or being unprepared in other ways besides for not having their homework. If you will see, this student in particular on this day has 5 positives. If they get 3 positives, such as Shantae, then they are on outstanding for the day. If they get 4, such as Asim, or 5, such as Jose, then they are on the very tip top of outstanding, and they will get a trip to the treasure box as well as a good comment home. At the end of every day, we reset the bubbles, so I'll show you how that works. I just click Reset Bubbles. I'm going to select all students and then go down here to the bottom and just reset the bubbles. It takes everybody back to Ready to Learn for the following day. There's also ways to check reports for any day. So I will show you how to do that. And I can pull up a day at the beginning of the year to see how that student has either progressed in certain areas of behavior or regressed. Okay, now we're going to go to see those reports. As you can see over here on the side, I have all the students listed, and it tells what their percentages were for the day. And right now we are looking at percent of positive. I can change it to um, show which ones were the highest here on the left hand side, and then it just goes all the way down to the students who had the most difficulty during that day. If you notice right here, this shows the entire class. It shows whole class, and that's the range for this week. This week they've been 67% positive. Really need to work on this off-task behavior, as we can tell, and the no homework behavior, so that we can get that more into the positive range. When they do their homework, they do get to clip up for that as well. So it's either clip up or clip down, so they can get a positive for that for the day. I can also click on Dylan, and it shows that he had a positive for the entire day. He was 100% positive. If I go down to, let's say, Trenton, he had 75% positive. He was on task most of the day. He had one encounter of being off task, and he had 2 of not doing homework, which would involve he didn't return his behavior sheet signed, or his reading log, or his homework. So he had 2 of the 3 that he had to clip down for. We can also look at the range and look at just this month of February. and it will show the entire class again. For the whole month of February, we had 65% positive. Again, you can see that that off-task behavior really needs to be narrowed. We'll go down to James, and you can see that he was also 65% positive. So he was very in tune with the rest of the class. So he needs to personally work on these behaviors. And I can also show you where we can check the entire year for a student, and that is coming right up. And so James overall is 69% positive, and you can see that his majority of his problems are off task. All students make mistakes. They're only second grade, so they're going to have just, little bits here and there of things that they didn't do. And so not really so worried about all these little things because they have been corrected, obviously, because they don't have a high percentage. But he needs to work on this off-task behavior. And so that's things that we will pull the students and talk to them about, and also talk to the parents about while we are at parent-teacher conferences, so that we can work together to make these behaviors much more productive in the classroom.